The captains tonight for Blacksburg, Jordan Porter, Clay Davis.
For Blacksburg, number 1, Clay Davis. Number 5, Jordan Porter.
I believe Brandon Austin and J.B. Wilson. They're out for the coin toss right now. But, Coach, we'll wait to see who wins the toss. But what do you think defensively Blacksburg needs to focus on tonight against this new spread attack that Pulaski's running?
Well, it's, the spread always offers its challenges as a defensive coordinator. You look at the way people are trying to do things and how they want to do it. And the thing that you do is you just line up, you play what you're good at when you play against, and you take away what their bread and butter part of it is and try to make them do something different. The spread to our defense should not be any more of a challenge than any other week, simply because they see the spread in our offense. So, talking with Coach Sheeler before the football game, if we line up right, we should be in good shape. And the hardest part about defending a spread offense is making sure that you have your defense in the right place, and that's what you really got to focus on tonight.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with you there because, Blacksburg runs so many different formations, but a lot of the stuff comes out of the shotgun, especially with having the mobile quarterback of Terrence Travis. They run a lot of similar stuff to what we're going to see tonight. Blacksburg has won the toss. They elect to receive. So the offensive starters tonight for the Bruins, Jordan Porter, Luke Grant at wide receiver, offensive line going from left to right. At tackle, Eli Kessner. At guard, Marcus Ollardo. At center, Owen Ball. At right guard, Deron Phillips. At right tackle, Tim Seeger. Tight end, Parker Robertson. Quarterback, Terrence Travis. Fullback, Kevin Wilson. And tailback, Genda Smith. Pulaski coming out in the white away jerseys with the gold pants. Blacksburg in the white pants for a change, at home at least. And then the blue jerseys and blue helmets as usual. It is Zach Akers set to kick off, and Jordan Porter deep to return, kicking off from right to left on your radio dial. And a surprisingly non-windy game here in breezy Blacksburg.
Well, there's a little bit of breeze blowing that you can see on the Pulaski flag over on the sidelines, but it shouldn't be a factor in this football game.
Porter takes it at his own 8-yard line, gets out past the 25 to the 30, and he's finally brought down at about the 30-yard line. So Blacksburg will have some pretty good field position here to start off the game.
And we'll see a 3-3 stack defense, a new defensive lineup for Pulaski County that was instilled and brought in by Coach Jones when he come in. And a lot of blitzes. We'll see a lot of pressure put on the Blacksburg offense. We'll see how they respond and how Travis, if he can pick some gaps and get his footwork going as well as his arm tonight.
So they'll open it up in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Genda Smith, the running back. Travis takes the snap. Quick throw over to the left side. Jordan Porter caught at the 32. Gets out past the line of scrimmage, now past the 40, and he's got the first down finally brought down. It looks at about the 47-yard line, so good play there for the Bruins to get a first down on the first play.
Yeah, Terrence comes out and throws a strike to Jordan. Good confidence type pass, almost like a little bubble screen right there. Jordan gets outside, gets it up the sidelines for a good gain. Again, trying to put a little pressure on this inside stack of Pulaski's defense and make them honor our spread.
Now they'll move it to the I formation. Blacksburg really changes formations more frequently than any team I think we've noticed all season. We'll see what happens on defense. They'll hand it off up the middle to Genda Smith. Not a whole lot to work with. Gets out past the 50-yard line into Pulaski territory, so gain of about 2.5 on the play. Starters on Pulaski on defense: Tyler Cole, Adam Allen, Pierce Rigney, Joey Trigg, Cody Long, Chase Cook, Brendan Brock, Jameel Payne, Phoenix Ramsey, James King, and Gabe LeBlanc. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8 here for the Bruins. Keep it in the eye. Now Travis drops back to throw. Scrambles over to the left side, gets past the line of scrimmage, and he's pushed out of bounds at the, looks like 48-yard line, so gain of about 1.5 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, good job there by Terrence. He was in trouble right off the bat. Almost as soon as he got the snap, a stunt coming from Pulaski County. Pulaski County's defense got 2 people mirroring Terrence, and he still gets outside and turns a quarter. Talking to some of the Pulaski County defensive coaches before the game, they feel like Terrence Travis may be the best player in the River Ridge District this year, so they're really keeping an eye on him.
No, we've seen everybody except for Christiansburg so far this season. I wouldn't disagree with that. 3rd and 6 here for the Bruins. In the shotgun again, Travis takes it, hands off the middle again to Smith, breaks through 1 tackle, and he's finally brought down from behind. He's going to be a yard or 2 short of the first down marker, tackled at the 44, and it looks like Blacksburg is going to punt.
Blacksburg, of course, is driving towards the field house end of this football stadium. If you've ever been here to the new Bill Brown Stadium, so punt team's coming in. Brandon Austin's going to be punting towards the field house, and we'll see if they can pin Pulaski County deep.
Jamel Payne and Brandon Brock deep to return. Brandon Austin, one of the top punters in the Timesland, gets this one up. Low snap, but he gets the kickoff, bounces inside the 20, rolls, and it's going to be down right at the 10-yard line. Very effective punt there for Brandon Austin, not allowing any return. And so Pulaski takes over at their own 10 for their first possession with 10 minutes and a second here left to go in the first quarter.
And now we're going to get a look at a spread, no huddle offense. They don't get in the huddle. They run a lot of plays in a hurry, so Blacksburg's defense needs to be lined up ready to go.
So Chad Perry leads him out in the spread, 2 wide receivers. Handoff up the middle, and he's hit immediately. No gain, maybe a loss of 1 on the play. Looks like they're going to say he lost a yard, so that'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that was a monster hit put on a cross trap by Parker Robinson, starting defensive end for Blacksburg.
It was Randall Cobbs on the carry, and he just got absolutely stuffed. They'll say a loss of 2, so 2nd and 12 now. Quarterback keeper over to the right side. Breaks through 1 tackle, finally brought down. He's going to be shy of the first of the 10-yard line, so he gets close to the original line of scrimmage, but that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 now. Perry on the keeper for that one.
And again, Pulaski signaling in their plays, and they run a no-huddle style offense, and they get up in a hurry.
So 3rd and 10 there, good defensive start here for the Bruins. See if they can force a 3 and out and get themselves some good field position. Hand off the middle to Cobbs, breaks 1 tackle, but he's brought down. Looked like that was Brandon Austin, so gain of just about 4 on the play, but well short of the first down marker, 4th and 6, and Pulaski will have to punt.
Yeah, good job in there by Marcus Lardo, too, making first contact and bringing that running back down for a short gain. Brings up a 4th and long. Pulaski County does have a really good punter, though, and their kicker, and we'll see how far he can put Blacksburg back here and punting from the shadows of his own end zone.
Yeah, 4th best kicker for Pulaski in the Timesland. It's Ginda Smith deep to return. He bobbles it, and he does recover it down at the 45-yard line, so no return on the play.
Yeah, too bad he bobbled that. You know, Pulaski County snappers one-hopped the ball back there. Good job by their punter to get the ball and punt the ball about 55 yards in the air. He's, like I said, he's the real deal as far as a punter goes, and done a nice job getting that ball down. Ginda had some running room right there. He lost his footing when he bobbled the ball and just went down on the ground.
Yeah, it's Chase Cook, brings in a 38.8-yard average, and that one definitely, he uncorked a good one there. So Blacksburg takes over at their own 45. They'll be in the I formation. Motion Cameron Hamden. Fake a handoff, fake a end around. Now throwing deep. Got a man open, but this ball is severely underthrown. Had Jordan Porter, but it's intercepted. And that's Chase Cook on the interception. He falls down at the 24-yard line. And so 1 play and a turnover for the Bruins. Jordan Porter was wide open, but Terrence Travis just didn't get it there.
It's a good job by Pulaski County's defender going up and catching that ball at the highest point. When that ball's underthrown like that, Jordan needs to, go away from being a wide receiver and become a defensive back and knock that ball away to keep that safety from catching the football.
So 1st and 10 now at their own 23. Chad Perry leads them out, handoff up the middle. And hit in the backfield once again. I believe that was Cobbs.
That is great penetration by Blacksburg's defensive front forward. No place for him to go. He was looking at a team picture of the Blacksburg defense right there for a loss on the play. What's funny, too, is they snapped the football with 21 seconds on the play clock. That's how quick they get that play in and they're running.
Yeah, it's actually Marcus McClanahan on the play. He lost a yard, so 2nd and 11. They'll motion McClanahan. They'll pitch it to him over to the right side. Gets past the line of scrimmage into the secondary. He lowers the shoulder in. He's tackled. Looks like they're going to give him the first down. So that's Pulaski's and the game's. Nope, that's Pulaski's first down. Blacksburg got a first down on their first play.
Yeah, offensively, Pulaski in a tight bunch right there. Had a trips to one side, but they were just right behind where the tight end was, and they overloaded one side, ran a tall sweep, the best play that they've had so far in this first quarter.
Cobb's getting the play call from the sideline. Looks like so many college spread offenses where all the playmaker helmets are all aimed to the one side at the sideline. Cobb's pump fakes, throws deep. And this ball is up and it is dropped in and out of the hands of Chase Cook, the guy who just came up with a really nice interception. Looked like he should have had that one, but that just in and out of his hands falls incomplete, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, a little different style of quarterback than what we've seen for the last couple of weeks right there. That ball just kind of hanging up in the air, not what you'd call a real strong throw, but nevertheless, Terrence needs to go up and make the play on that thing and get it back the other way.
So 2nd and 10 from the 34. They pitch it over the left side, McClanahan, but he fumbles it. Ball's still loose. Looks like a Pulaski player got on it at first, but we'll see what the ruling is. They will say it's 3rd down, so it's Pulaski ball, but they're going to lose 4 yards on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 14.
It's so unusual watching Pulaski run an offense. We've been so used to their power wing T stuff they've run up there under Coach Turner and Coach Hicks for years. Seeing them playing a finesse style of football right here is just so uncharacteristic for this football program.
So after the fumble, they lose the 4 yards. Perry waiting, now still kind of directing traffic. Now he takes the snap, drops back to throw. Now he's going to be hit in the backfield. Finally brought down. They're going to say he went down at the 25-yard line. So a loss of 5 on the play. Big sack there for the Bruins, and they're going to force another punt. So good stand after the turnover.
Big Deron Phillips playing nose guard, and they really blew up the center of the Christiansburg offensive line, right, or the Pulaski offensive line right there, and just manhandled people inside for the sack.
Yeah, he just absolutely got a huge bear hug there on Chad Perry. Now Chase Cook deep to punt, kicks this one from his own 15,
Wow.
and this one's booming since Jordan Porter all the way back. He mishandles this one, now picks it up, gets past 2 defenders, out past the 40 to the 45, finally brought down at the 48-yard line. So after he mishandles the punt, a good return, and Blacksburg will have great field position.
Well, we knew Pulaski County had a punter, and he just launched that one right there. Jordan caught the ball over his shoulder on the run going backwards. Gets a good return. Just got a report out of Christiansburg. 7-0 Blue Demons already with 9:28 to go in the first quarter. So obviously Christiansburg took it right to Cave Spring right off the bat in that important River Ridge game.
Yeah, that would be a fun game to watch, and we look forward. We'll give you as many updates as we can from that one. The score here still scoreless, 0-0. 6:08 left here in the first. Blacksburg takes over at their own 48. They're in the shotgun. Travis takes a snap, hands it off. No, keeps it himself up the middle. Breaks one tackler, and he just kind of falls down. Gets maybe a yard on the play.
Seeing a lot of slipping and sliding going on out there on the field. Down on the field earlier before the game started, it didn't seem like it was that slick. There has been some rain here in Blacksburg this week, and this field doesn't, really drain well sitting down in this bowl, so it could be a little slip. But we've seen several players slipping and sliding out there so far early in this football game.
Yeah, Blacksburg, or Travis gets a gain of 1 on that one, so it brings up 2nd and 9 now. They'll keep it in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Travis drops back to throw, gets some pressure, and he's brought down in the backfield. He is sacked, goes down at the 45-yard line. That is the 14th sack of Terrence Travis so far this season.
Yeah, he had a couple of receivers open. He just gets that snap and throws it quick and get it out there on a hard slant or a crossing pattern. Several players wide open. He just didn't pick them up. Pulaski's defensive line is not what you'd call real big wise, but they are relatively tall, and it may be a little tough for him to see over top of them.
So with the loss, they lose 4 yards on the play. 3rd and 13 here for the Bruins. Keep it in the shotgun. Travis takes a snap, drops back to throw, gets some pressure again, brings up, and he slips once again, goes down They're going to mark him down, I believe, at the 44. So that'll be, won't be a sack, but he's going to lose some yardage on the play. And so Blacksburg will have to punt once again. But yeah, that's 2 plays in a row. We've seen Terrence Travis just completely depleted by the field.
Yeah, well, he had a lot of room to run right there, too. And you're talking about slick fields. When you're talking about slick fields, when a player goes to make a cut, he's got to make sure his shoulder pads are over his feet. And sometimes it doesn't happen like that. He gets those shoulders over his feet, he'll be okay.
Good hard kick there by Brandon Austin's return by Jamel Payne at the 22. He gets out past the 30, out to the 35, finally brought down at the 37. So Pulaski will have their best field position of the night with 4:10 left to go here in the first. A lot of defenses are looking pretty good so far, as we've only had, 2 first downs here so far tonight.
Yeah, neither offense has really been able to do a whole lot against these 2 teams. So
Chad Perry leads him out once again. They'll motion a man. It's Cobbs. They'll pitch it to him to the left side. Gets past the line of scrimmage into the secondary. He's finally brought down by Luke Grant right at the 45-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play, 2nd and 2.
Just power style offense right there. Nothing flashy or fancy about that. A straight tall sweep. Put a wing in motion. They just overload to one side, and that's where they're running behind. Same type of formation right here. You're seeing what we call a tight bunch or a short trips formation to the right.
The motion Cobbs to the right side. Fake the pitch to him. Drops back to Pastos. Perry throws this one up, and it's caught wide open. That's Zach Akers, their leading receiver, and he is missed tackle there by Luke Grant, and he's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. 55-yard touchdown pass from Perry to Akers. Looked like Luke Grant might have had the ankle on him, but couldn't quite bring him down, and then he goes into the end zone. So 2-play drive.
Well,
and Pulaski jumps out to the lead.
Well, right there you saw tall sweep to the left, tall sweep to the right. They line up in the same formation. They just run play action off of the tall sweep. Jordan Porter came up and bit just a little bit too hard. Couldn't get back on coverage. A nice touchdown pass for Pulaski County.
The extra point is up, and it is good. So Pulaski leads at 7-0 to break this scoreless game. And Akers came in with 26 catches on the year for 308 yards and 1 touchdown. Now he's got the 2 touchdowns, but he is their leading receiver.
Just like that, we was talking about how neither offense had been able to do much against the opponent's defense in 2 plays, 63 yards. 63 yards later, and it's 7-0 Pulaski County with 3:28 to go in the first quarter of this football game.
And 42 seconds, too. He got right behind that defender. Good pass there by Perry to get it over the defender's head, right into the hands. Didn't have to break stride, and then it was just off to the races there. And Akers ended up winning, getting into the end zone. So Blacksburg now trails 7-0 with 3:28 left here in the first quarter.
Just a missed assignment. Like we were saying, it's assignment football. You just got to read your keys and stay at home. And that time the defender on a crossing route just got behind Jordan just a little bit. And nice pass by the quarterback. And he gets down the field, breaks 1 tackle, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown.
Zach Akers lining up like he's going to try an onside kick. It's a short pooch kick. Blacksburg defender has it in his hands. He's knocked out. The ball is loose. See who comes up with it. And Pulaski's got it. So the onside kick works. Pulaski comes up with it, and they'll have the ball at the Blacksburg 45-yard line. It was just a high kick. Blacksburg player went up to get it. I didn't catch who it was, and it's got absolutely laid out as soon as it touched his hands. Perfect timing there for the Cougars, and so they'll take over at the Blacksburg 45.
Well, when you're playing a team that has nothing to lose, you got to be ready for everything, and that time they got a nice onside kick. Good timing by Coach Jones and the Cougars.
They'll pitch it again to the left side to Cobbs. Gets past the line of scrimmage, breaks a couple tackles, finally brought down in the secondary.
It's a holding. Look, they tackled one of our kids on the field, so
that gain of 12 will be negated by the penalty. So yeah, it is a block in the back.
Yeah, it happened in the backfield as one of the Blacksburg defenders were pursuing Cobb.
10-yard penalty from Paul Bell.
Yeah, so it's because it's a spot foul, that ball that happened in the backfield, so it'll actually be 1st and 22 now as they move that back all the way to the Pulaski 43.
First down, 22 yards to go.
So first and 22 now from the Pulaski side of the field. Perry takes it, drops back to throw, fires quick, and it's caught. Believe that's Akers one more time. Wide receiver screen gets past midfield, finally brought down at the Blacksburg 41-yard line, so they pick up all of the penalty yardage and more.
Another well-designed play by Coach Jones and the Cougars. Something that, again, it's uncharacteristic for this football program to be doing, but that was a nice, well-designed wide receiver screen. They picked up all the blocks. A nice game for the Cougars.
And a bunch of, you just saw the defensive line ran right past him, and so they were completely taken out of the play. 2nd and 7 now from the Blacksburg 42. Perry takes it, hands off the middle to Cobbs. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, drags a few Blacksburg defenders inside the 40, tackled at the 37, close to the first down marker, but just a little bit short, so this will bring up 3rd and 1. It says 3rd and 2. Perry getting the call from the sideline. Cobbs is the running back. Hands it off up the middle. Looks like he's got the first down, but then he breaks out of the pile, gets out past the 30, and finally falls down at the Blacksburg 28. Looked like the play was dead. There was just a huge pile, and somehow Cobbs comes sprinting out of there, falls down. He's got the first down for Pulaski.
Coach Sheeler says, I need the timeout to regroup my defense. Pulaski with all the momentum in the world right now. Their coaching staff's jumping up and down over there. All their kids are excited, and Blacksburg's just kind of back on their heels a little bit right now, and Coach Sheeler says we need to get some things straight and take a really good timeout for the Bruins.
Yeah, Blacksburg has spotted their last two opponents double-digit leads in their last two games. Salem jumped out 13-0 real quick, and then K-Spring was up 14-0 real quick. Definitely don't want to put yourself in a double-digit hole. Once again, we've got 1:55 remaining here in the first quarter. Blacksburg trails 7-0. Pulaski has it 1st and 10 from the Blacksburg 28.
Up until about 3 minutes ago on the clock, neither team had been able to do anything, and now all of a sudden it's kind of like deja vu. We've seen it a couple of times this year where at Salem we give up 13 points in the first 3 minutes of the game. Liberty, we give up a bunch of points early in the third quarter. Cave Spring last week, it's like it's a light switch that cuts off and on for the Bruins, and got to get a big stop here.
So it looks like they're shotgun but with an empty backfield. Now they'll motion Cobbs. Perry keeps it himself up the middle, gets past the line of scrimmage, and he's brought down from behind. Looked like that was Terrence Travis on the tackle, right near the first down marker. Might be a little bit shy. He is, so it'll bring up 2nd and 1.
Good job by Terrence Travis, making that tackle. If he don't get Perry down, that's another touchdown for Pulaski County.
And now it looks like we're going to get a measurement here. Yeah, they didn't have any running backs. They motioned Cobb from the that slot position, and then just a quarterback draw right up the middle. Good play design. It looks like he's going to be still waiting. This is taking a while. This was really close. Looks like he's going to be short.
And what's funny is, apparently they've made some type of adjustment in the first 6 or 7 minutes of this quarter. Our defensive line had great penetration, was causing a lot of problems for Pulaski in their backfield, but the last 2 times they've had the football, it's kind of gone away. So had to make some adjustments and move around with them a little bit and keep getting that penetration to slow down this offense.
So it looks like he was about a foot short. 2nd and 1 now from the 19-yard line. Perry takes it, hands it off the middle to Cobb. He's got the first down, spins past one defender, keeps on his feet, and he's into the end zone for a Pulaski touchdown. 19-yard run there for Randall Cobbs.
3 missed tackles on that one play. He just kept run over 2 defenders and spun out of the third one.
Now he ran with purpose on that one. You could see he caused the collision on that one, then he just spun out of it and heads into the end zone from 19 yards out. Bad snap, but the hold gets down, and it looks like the kick is no good. It is missed wide right there by Zach Akers. So just like in the Salem game, they find themselves down by 13-0 in the first quarter after a missed extra point.
It's amazing how the season has gone and things like that have happened so far in this football season.
So it ended up being a 5-play, 45-yard drive, although they had the 12-yard penalty, so offensively they got 57 yards. And, just like that, though, Blacksburg finds themselves down in a double-digit hole for the third week in a row.
With 3:28 to go in this quarter, it was a 0-0 football game, wasn't it?
Yep.
And it's 1:31 still to go in the quarter, and all of a sudden it's 13-0. But the Bruins have been in this position before, and they know how to fight back. So now they just got to, get the football back, be expecting anything. You got to make sure that they kick the football deep. They were setting the football up on the left hash again, aiming towards their own bench. So you got to really be prepared for anything that they can do.
Yeah, it was a 5-play, 45-yard drive that took up 1:52 after they recovered a non-traditional onside kick, but it worked out, and that's how they're lining up one more time as Akers kicks this one just a little bit deeper. Blacksburg doesn't catch it, though. This ball's loose again. We've got another live ball.
Same thing.
And once again, Pulaski recovers, so they kick it deeper, but it's just as effective, and now they'll have even better field position than the first time.
Same thing. You're just kicking the ball high, and you got to catch it, and you got to be ready for it, because the way they're lining up, they're telling you it's coming. So just got to get a better job of catching the football and either fair catching it or getting it and getting down the field.
So it'll be Pulaski ball at the Blacksburg, 27? Might be the...
Yeah. About the 26, 27-yard line.
Now with 1:23 to go, it's Pulaski ball once again. And this time they're starting at the Blacksburg 27. Perry takes a snap, fires quick over the left side. It's the one that is dropped, though. That was Chase Cook. He had him on the slant, but that one couldn't reel in. So 2nd and 10 now. And Blacksburg's defense is they've got to be, 1, exhausted, and 2, they've got to get a stop here.
Yeah, well, we got to get this worked out, because that's all Pulaski's going to do. They don't need to kick it nowhere else. And I wouldn't kick it to Jordan either.
They'll motion Cobbs to the left side again. They pitch it to him. Gets passed through the line of scrimmage, and he's pushed out of bounds by Luke Grant, but not until he's at the first down. Pushes him out at the 11, so gain of 16 on play.
Yep, Pulaski getting a blocker out on Jordan out there on the corner, and just nobody left outside, just getting on the corner and eating up more yardage.
They've run that play 4 times, I think, already, and it's worked each of the last 3. Handed off over to the right side to Cobbs, off tackle, bounces it outside, cuts it back in, and he's tackled. We've got a late flag coming, and he's tackled. They're going to mark him down at the 5, but we'll see what the flag is.
It was thrown back here in the area of holding again.
And it came from the backside official. That's what it is. It is holding. So that's going to come back. And here in the last few drives, the only reason Pulaski has done anything backwards has been because of themselves after a couple penalties. But Blacksburg just hasn't had any answers. That moves it back to the 20-yard line.
Absolutely. I'm just watching Coach Jones over there on the sidelines. He has no play cards in his hands. He's not wearing a headset. He's just calling the offense straight out of his head right here, according to the way Blacksburg's lining up defensively.
So a 9-yard holding call. 1st and 19, handed off to Cobbs up the middle. Breaks another tackle. Finally brought down at the 15-yard line. So gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 14 now.
And a crucial set of downs right here for Blacksburg. They've got to come up with a stop here and stop Pulaski County before the game gets out of hand.
Yeah, Pulaski has definitely helped the Blacksburg defense out here as they're in 2nd and 14. Perry takes it, fakes a handoff, rolls left to throw. He's got a man in the end zone wide open, and it's another touchdown catch for Zach Akers, the defensive player. Looked like that was Terrence Travis, fell down trying to get back there.
Yeah, Akers was about 5 yards behind him anyways on a backside post pattern, and just easy throw and catch. Another easy touchdown for Pulaski County.
So 15-yard connection for those two. Last time it was 55 yards. And just like that, it's a 19-0 lead. Looks like Pulaski's going to go for 2, try and get it to 21. They'll direct snap to the tailback. He takes it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That's Cody Long on the carry. First time we've seen him come out of that formation. And so just like that, it's a 21-0 lead for Pulaski.
All of the Blacksburg players are just walking off the field right now. They're just kind of shell-shocked and going, what's going on here? Got to get something going. You got to get your offense on the field. You got to get some momentum back here and get yourself back into this football game. There's still 3 quarters to go, and we've been down before. You just got to fight back.
So Pulaski's had scoring drives of 42 seconds, a minute 52, and that last one, a minute and 1 second. They only had to go 27 yards. And that is the second time that Akers has caught a touchdown. He came in with 1 touchdown on the season. Now he's got 2 here tonight. Was the leading receiver coming in.
Like I said, this was a 0-0 football game at 3:28 to go in the first quarter. There's still 22 seconds to go in the quarter, and it's a 22-0 game, or 21-0.
Yeah, they've connected on those last 2 non-traditional kicks. They're just kicking it really high. Blacksburg hasn't been able to handle either of them. So the way Pulaski comes out this time, looks like they might try it again.
Sure, why not?
Yep. Zach Akers just taking, he's taking a little bit more this time.
He's coming right back over here to the same place. He's probably just going to try to hook it to the left this time a little bit.
Akers kicks this one deep, though. Jordan Porter, he fumbles it, picks it up at the 12, gets past the 20 to the 25, and tackles his own blocker, goes down at about the 31-yard line. But Blacksburg just having trouble handling punts and kicks the whole game.
And standing up. We're having trouble just keeping our feet. We're slipping around all over the place, and just got to get the nerves worked out here a little bit and get back into your game.
So Blacksburg will have their first offensive possession here in about 4 minutes, as Pulaski's reeled off 3 touchdowns in a row, and Blacksburg's offense hasn't seen the field. They'll come out in the eye. Hand off the middle to Kevin Wilson. Gets past the line of scrimmage. He's got just a little bit shy of the first down marker. He's out past the 40 to the 42-yard line. Good tough run, and I believe that'll do it here for the first quarter.
A quarter that you would just assume forget.
We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Blacksburg High School football on ESPN Blacksburg.
Dude! Dude!
Dude!
Dude! Pick it up!
Pick it up!
Pick it up!
Pick it up.
Pick it up, Blacksburg.
So Blacksburg comes out, and they actually did get a first down on that play, but they find themselves down 21-0 heading into the second quarter. Things pretty much could not have gone any worse there in the last 4 minutes of that quarter.
Well, the first, 8 minutes of it?
Yeah.
I mean, the defense was dominating. The offense did move the ball in the first possession, wound up stalling. But what's surprising is how good the defense started off playing, and then all of a sudden 3 touchdowns by Pulaski County.
Yeah, here's the first quarter stats. Pulaski 20 plays, 163 yards. Blacksburg 9 plays, 28 yards.
Wow.
And
all of that come in the last 3:20 of the quarter.
So they'll take over. It's 1st and 10 here. They'll flip the field. They'll come out in the shotgun. Travis takes a snap. Quarterback run over to the right side. We've got a late flag. He's pushed out of bounds at the 46, but we'll see what the penalty is.
Yeah, that flag's thrown right there around Parker Robertson. I don't know if he's had a hold of somebody over there or
thrown by the umpire. He usually throws, whenever he throws a flag, it's usually holding.
Yeah, it's thrown by the referee, too, in the back.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So even when they gain 4 yards, they still can't get out of their own way. Now they'll lose 10 on the penalty. And that'll move it back all the way to their own 32.
And again, Pulaski now up 21-0, really bringing their linebackers, bringing a lot of pressure in the stacked defense that they run.
Blacksburg comes out again in the shotgun. It's got two running backs beside him, Kevin Wilson and Genda Smith, two wide receivers for the Bruins. Travis takes a snap, drops back to throw, gets some pressure, tries to throw this ball out. Now we've got a late flag. Terrence Travis was getting held up. He tried to just throw it and spike it incomplete.
Yeah, but
they're going to get a personal foul roughing the passer on Pulaski as they threw him down to the ground.
Yeah, I don't think it was the fact that they sacked him or tackled him. I think it's how they did it.
Yes. Yeah, I mean,
that's what got the personal foul.
Because they had his arms, and they did a good job of wrapping him up, not letting him throw it, but he somehow found a way to just spike that ball, get the incomplete pass, and then they just threw him to the ground after the play. And so Pulaski bails out Blacksburg with that personal foul call.
Sure. I mean, he was going to be sacked back at the 10, and now with the penalty, it's going to move it up to about the 47-yard line, and Coach Jones is just absolutely livid on the Pulaski sidelines.
And so that'll give Blacksburg an automatic first down. It moves it up to the 47.
And again, I don't think it was the fact that they sacked him. I don't think that part of it was late. I think it was how they did it. You know, basically slamming him on the ground like they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the Blacksburg 47. They'll put it in the I formation. Hand it off to Kevin Wilson up the middle, hit right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to say no gain, which might be a little generous. Didn't look like he ever actually got back to the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. And Pulaski's defense is just all over the place right now. There were two guys that were sacking Travis on the play before, but bailed the Blacksburg Bruins out with that personal foul.
Well, they got all the momentum in the world right now, and they're really playing it. They're playing really good. Their defense now stepped up and woke up just as well as their offense has.
Travis, quick throw over to the left side to Jordan Porter over his head. Can't catch it. It's incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Once again, you know, a good pass by Terrence. You just got to look that thing all the way in. Jordan's trying to catch it and get up the field and make big things happen. Just let it go right through. And first thing we got to do is catch it and then work our way up the field.
Send in a few new wide receivers here on the play as Luke Grant, Cameron Hamden step out onto the field. Jordan Porter, and Miles Hyder, the other wide receivers to the far side. So shotgun with 4 wideouts. Genda Smith, the running back. 3rd and 10 for the Bruins. Travis takes the snap. A lot of pressure, immediately fires up the middle. Overthrows Jordan Porter, and this ball's intercepted. I believe that's Akers one more time. He's to the 50-yard line, and he goes out of bounds at the Blacksburg 36-yard line. Another turnover here for the Bruins.
Yeah, but this ball that wasn't even close. It was, way overthrown right into the hands of Akers, and he picks it off and runs it back down. And Pulaski County's got the football in great field position again, up 21-0 here early in the second quarter.
That was Chase Cook, on the interception. He gets it up to the 39 of Blacksburg, and so Pulaski's just been living in Blacksburg territory here recently. Perry takes the snap, quarterback draw up the middle, gets about 2 yards on the play. But at least Blacksburg's offense had the ball to give the defense some sort of rest, and then they got the, timeout in between quarters because they were on the field for about 12 straight plays on 3 different possessions.
And now you just need to make something big happen for you. You got to keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and 8, they hand off to the tight end on a end around. He only gets 2 on the play. Well, say that he got 1, so it'll bring up 3rd and 7. So huge down here for the Blacksburg defense. Need to get the ball back to their offense. Randall Cobb's the running back. Chad Perry takes pump fakes, and he's hit from behind. That's Joel Hunter who's got him in the backfield, and he's sacked. So Blacksburg defense gets the stop they need. They tackle him, bring him down at the 41-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Coach Jones bringing his punt team on the field. So it's a good job by your defense here, though. You're in fake territory, though. We'll see if Coach Sheeler keeps his regular defense out there and stays in a regular formation to play the fake. Because so far we've seen the funky kickoffs by Pulaski's work for him. It wouldn't put it past them to run a fake punt here as well.
So Chase Cook back deep to punt it, and it's Jordan Porter, the return man for the Bruins. Cook does punt it. High kick over the head of Porter.
Wow.
Goes down inside the 10, and that will get down at about the 3-yard line. So Blacksburg's going to have the length of the field to go to get a score here as they take over with 8:59 left here in the half.
And we'll see what Coach Phipps and the Pulaski County defense does here. And chances are he's going to bring the heat with Blacksburg in the shadow of their own end zone.
And Chase Cook has been just a great weapon in the 3 punts he's had already, downing this one at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, I alluded at the start of the game how good of a punter he was, and he hit a nice spiral right there. The ball turned over, had good height, gave his coverage team time to get down the field, and they were sitting down there and downed it at the 3, just like you would draw it up on the board.
So Blacksburg will come out, Travis under center, Genda Smith the lone back, drops back to throw, fires deep, looking for Luke Grant, overthrows everybody. And that's going to fall incomplete, so it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 3.
Yeah, once again, it wasn't even close. It was well out of bounds and well over the head of the receiver. Good play call, though, down at your own goal line, trying to get some extension on the play, but just well overthrown, and it was pretty good coverage on the play, too, so it's probably a good thing that it was.
Surprising that he went deep to Luke Grant and not Jordan Porter. You would imagine Jordan Porter is the best deep threat that they have. They'll keep it in that same formation. Travis takes it just QB sneak up the middle. Somehow he gets into the open field. He's brought down. He's going to get out to about the 7-yard line, so gain of 4 on the play. Blacksburg just trying to get out of the shadow of their own end zone, give themselves some breathing room. He was able to get 4 on that, so it'll bring up 3rd and 6. Good run there by Travis.
Yeah, you got to get this thing out of here. You got to keep the chains moving and keep Pulaski County from getting the ball in good field position again.
They'll keep it in the single back. Now under 8.5 minutes left here in the first half. Keep another quarterback draw, and this time immediately sniffed out. He gets past the 10-yard line. He's going to get about 4 yards on that one as well, but that's going to bring up 4th and 2, and Blacksburg's going to have to punt again.
Yeah, Pulaski's defense has got 2 people keying on him, though. Every place he goes, they're just following up on him, and again, it looked like there was a seam there, but it closes so quick because that's all those linebackers are doing is keying on Travis.
So Brandon Austin, the punter for the Bruins, standing in his own end zone, bobbles it, a low kick. He's able to get it off, bounces, and it's picked up at the 48-yard line. Pulaski gets it out to the, about 43.
Yeah, there's a block in the back right there that happened right in front of the referee.
And that is what the call is, block in the back, after the 6-yard return there for Payne will come back. Flag was thrown at the 45, so it looks like this will move it back all the way to the Pulaski 45. Now that's the worst field position that they have had since their 2nd touchdown drive.
Wow.
7:40 left here in the first half. Pulaski leads at 21-0. They'll motion Cobbs. They pitch it to him to the left side again. Gets past the line of scrimmage into the secondary. He's got the first down into Blacksburg territory. He goes down at the 40, so another big run there by Randall Cobbs. Blacksburg just has not found a way to stop that play.
No, and it just right now they're just so down. They're deflated a little bit. You see Pulaski bounce back up, run back. They're on the line, getting ready to snap the football, and the defense, is just still kind of in shock. I think over the first quarter and what happened there at the end of the quarter, and just got to regroup and get it focused again.
Motion Cobbs now to the right side. Perry keeps it himself. He breaks 1 tackle. He's into the secondary, has the first down inside the 30. Pushed out of bounds at the 25, and another first down run there for Pulaski, as just everything that Coach Jones is calling is working.
Yeah, 2 missed tackles again, though. One in the backfield and one on second line of contain, and he just broke both of them and got behind the blocker and stayed behind him and worked his way down the field for yet another, 15, 16-yard gain.
And so after 2 plays, Pulaski finds himself at the Blacksburg 24. Perry takes it, hands it off the middle to Cobbs over the left side. Only gets about 2 on the play. So to bring up 2nd and 8.
It's a good job by Terrence Travis coming up there on run support and making the tackle on Cobbs. Big set of downs here for your defense.
They stepped up last time, forcing the 3-and-out and the punt. Motion Cobbs to the right side. They pitch it to him. Same play as that's worked before. This time doesn't get nearly as much, though. He goes down. They'll mark him down at the 18. Need to get just inside the 15, so it'll bring up 3rd and 4.
You know, Cobbs is just stringing that play wide. It's not like it's really fast. It's a tall sweep to just get people out in front, and he just waits and waits and waits till a seam develops, and then he cuts it right up in there and goes. So good job by the running back for Pulaski County.
They'll go no backs one more time. They'll motion Cobbs, fake the pitch to him, and now Perry drops back to throw. Greg's packed 1 tackler. He's got the first down inside the 10, inside the 5, touchdown.
Yeah, but the wide receivers
flag on the play.
Yeah, well, it's another holding penalty down here. The receiver's holding the safety down here, keeping him from getting to the quarterback.
Flag was thrown at the 5-yard line. It's a hold on Pulaski, so the touchdown will come back, but they will get the first down.
Let's see, they're having a conference down here about something.
Penalty moves the ball back to the 16-yard line.
Somebody's got a whistle.
Okay. They're saying somebody's got a whistle. Somebody was blowing a whistle in the stands.
Well, that would cause a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
3rd down, 2 yards to go.
And so, actually, they're not going to get the first down. So, with the penalty, it'll go back to the 16-yard line. So, it'll be 3rd and 2. They need to get just past the 15. They'll do the direct snap again to the running back. He's got the first down. Still going inside the 10. Gets down to about the 5. That's Cody Long one more time.
You know, that just looks like a rugby scrum in there, and he just, you know, he's just breaking tackles. They just won't go down, and you know, you got to get them down, and they're just pushing the pile on down the field, and that's all. That's what they're doing.
Ruled down at the 6, so 1st and goal from the 6 here for Pulaski. Under 6 minutes left to go here in the first half. They lead at 21-0, threatening to score once again. They'll keep in that same formation. Long takes the snap, and he's hit in the backfield by Deron Phillips. There's a flag on the play. Thrown at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Big Deron will get them down. That's the first time we've seen good penetration now for a while out of that Blacksburg defensive line. And when you
Since
get
that
penetration,
first possession.
yeah, since the first possession of the first quarter. But when you get you know, penetration and get in there, you can cause this offense a lot of problems. And right there was a good example of it. Deron making a big time play.
Now we've got is that a chop block called against Blacksburg?
Chop block called on the defense.
Now, I'm assuming they didn't intentionally do it, but I'm guessing someone engaged an offensive lineman high and someone got him low. But instead of forcing a 2nd and goal from the 7, it's now still going to be 1st and goal now from inside the 5.
I don't know that I've ever seen a chop block called on the defense.
Neither have I. They'll keep it that same possession. Cody Long hands it over to the right side. Stringing it into the end zone for a touchdown is Jamail Payne. And so just like that, Pulaski's up 27-0, pending the extra point.
Yeah, Pulaski's just rolling right now. It's just they're making it look real easy, and the defense has been on the field so much. A lot of misdirection out there. That time Joel Hunter come inside to try to make the play, and it was reversed, and he bounced it out, and just nobody left on the corner, and he walked it into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'd been setting that one up for a while. They just kept rushing Cody Long up the middle. Another low snap. This kick is good, though. So the lead is 28-0, Pulaski. They had lots of motivation for this game as they lost last year's game 34-3. They can't go to the playoffs. Blacksburg currently in the playoffs. So Pulaski looking to get plenty of revenge here tonight, and that's what's happening as they're up 28-0 with 5:07 left here in the first half.
Well, you just got to regroup. You got to get some momentum. You got to get it regrouped and get them going, get them fired up. It's never too late. You know what I'm saying? You can score 28 points in a half. So the kids have just got to get their head up, get some momentum, get down here, get you a touchdown before halftime, and get some momentum going into halftime. Make some adjustments and come back out and play the second half.
It was a 6-play, 55-yard drive that took up 2 minutes and 37 seconds. And we'll see if Pulaski tries another onside kick here if they kick it deep. Kicked it deep last time to Jordan Porter.
I think I'm still in shock. At 3:28 in the first quarter, it's a 0-0 football game. There's still 5 minutes to go in the half, and they've scored 28 points.
It's kind of what happened to the Denver Broncos last week because they're down 38-0 in the first half against the Raiders. It happened so quickly you can't understand how it happened. 2 onside kicks in a row. That's not something we've seen this season. They'll try it again. High kick. Terrence Travis catches this one at his own 31-yard line. He's brought down, only gets a yard on the return, but they put in the more sure-handed Terrence Travis at that spot. And so it will be Blacksburg ball here with 5 minutes to go in the first half.
The bad thing about it is he didn't go nowhere. The good thing about it is we got the ball.
At least he caught it. He got a yard. Yeah. He did get a yard on the return. But they'll have it at their own 32, 5 minutes even. Here to go in the half. 4 wide receivers. Getting to Smith, the running back. Travis takes the snap. Quick throw to left side. Caught by Cameron Hamden. Who's only going to get about 2 or 3 yards on the play, though.
Good throw and catch by Terrence and Camden. To get a little confidence in your quarterback. We've seen him overthrow several balls tonight. Just a good play call by Coach Chris to get him in a little rhythm. A nice short pass right there to get him some confidence back in his passing game because he's going to have to use his arm to get us back into this football game.
So 2nd and 7 now from the 35-yard line. They'll keep it in the shotgun. Travis takes the snap, looking to throw. Pump fakes, now rolls to his left, has Jordan Porter wide open, catches it up at the 41, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Well, they'll mark him out at the 46, but a first down there for the Bruins. And that's their first down in, I think, since their first drive of the game.
Since the first drive of the game. So what is that, the second first down of the game?
That's the second first down here for the Bruins.
Wow.
They've got 2 turnovers. They've had 2 offensive possessions that never were because of onside kicks. So now at the 47-yard line, Travis takes it, hands off the middle to Smith, gets past the line of scrimmage, goes down right around the 50-yard line, so gain of 3 on the play. And they need to score here, but I imagine they're trying to take off as much time on the clock as they can, too.
Just got another report out of Christiansburg. It's now Christiansburg 14, Cave Spring nothing.
See how that one goes. Obviously, those 2 teams won't be playing again in the playoffs. So 2nd and 7, Travis in the shotgun takes it. They bring a late blitz. He gets past it, and then he rushes, gets to the 46-yard line. He's going to be 3 yards shy of the first down marker. But to bring up 3rd and 3. Good job there of seeing that blitzer and just taking off and running into that vacant space.
Sure. Terrence is going to have to put it on his shoulders now and get this football team back into this football game. Big 3rd down right here. You need to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
They'll keep it in the shotgun. Travis fires quick. Left side caught by Jordan Porter. He's got the first down. And then he keeps pushing, and he's finally pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. So Blacksburg putting together their best drive of the game so far. They're down 28-0. If they can cut it to 21 here, it's a lot more manageable.
Absolutely.
They will be kicking off, though, to start the second half.
Well, like I said, just get it down here, get some points for your football team, get you some momentum going into halftime, and then come out and work on the second half.
3:01 left here in the half. Travis keeps it himself, spins out of one tackle, runs backwards, and he's brought down in the backfield. So he's going to lose about 4 yards on the play for bringing up 2nd and 14.
And there's them two linebackers again. But like I said, the defensive coaches at Pulaski County, they know Blacksburg. They've coached with and against for a long time, and they got two people spying him right now, going every place that he's going. It just makes it tough for him to get out of the pocket. But with that being said, if he does get out of the pocket, breaks a tackle here or there, there's nobody left to catch him. So, you can expect to get a big run out of him here, hopefully before too long.
So Blacksburg calls a timeout with 2:37 left here in the first quarter. And the thing is, if you're going to put two spies on Travis, that's going to open up something else. So Coach Chris, going to be probably making some halftime adjustments, seeing what he does there in the second half.
Sure.
If Pulaski keeps that same defensive scheme, that'll be open up something else.
Sure, and again, if you're going to get back into this football game, it all starts with your quarterback, and you got to get him into the flow. Get a couple of short passes like what we've seen Coach do in this drive. We've seen a couple of short passes, get him back in the rhythm, get his targets back in, and get some confidence back and get your football team down the field.
Yeah, and they've pretty much kind of, so far at least, had the passing game through those quick slants and a couple wide receiver screens. So they'll come out now, 2nd and 15 from the 43. Travis takes the snap in the shotgun, rolls left, fires. They're going to rule incomplete, intended for Genda Smith, as they brought in a blitzer. And so that'll bring up 3rd and 15 now for the Bruins.
Well, and one of the things that makes playing a game like this so dangerous is Pulaski has nothing to lose. They can blitz, they can onside kick. They can give you a whole gamut of anything and everything that they want to do, and that's what they've done, and so far it's worked for them. They're bringing linebackers every time. They're bringing pressure up the middle. They're trying to flush the pocket. They got spies on Terrence, and everything that they've done so far has been successful up to this point in the football game.
Their team with absolutely nothing to lose. 3rd and 15. Travis takes the snap, rolls right, fires. Looks for Jordan Porter, caught, first down, gets pushed out of bounds at the 25.
See, good job. Good job by Coach Chris. That time he rolls the pocket, he rolls Terrence out, puts a little more pressure on the defense, runs a good quick out, good throwing catch between Terrence and Jordan. Jordan gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Excellent play call.
Yeah, it makes the reads easier. It buys them some more time because they've been bringing those blitzes. And it's a good pitch and catch there for about 17, 18 yards, gets a first down and moves the chains.
Jordan's come out of the game now. Something took himself out of the game again, and the trainer's looking at him. We'll have to check on that. And see
Travis takes the snap, fires over to the left to Luke Grant, catches it, gets past the first tackler, gets inside the 20, inside the 15, goes down, gets out of bounds right at the 11-yard line. So the passing game looking pretty good so far here on this drive. There's just now 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes, 2 seconds left here in the first half.
And see, that's like Coach. Coach has been around for a long time. He's noticed the pressure's coming inside. They run in a 3-stack defense, so he's throwing the short passing game to the outside, hitting quick receivers, good hot reads. Terrence is picking them up. Just got to catch it and get up the field and get what you can. 1st
and 10 now from the 11, so they can get a first down. Travis, quarterback draw up the middle. We've got a flag thrown. He gets inside the 10, goes down at about the 9, but we'll see what this is. Thrown in the area of holding.
You can about guarantee it thrown by the umpire unless it was a face mask.
But that's what it is. So that'll push it back 10 more yards once again.
Moves it back to what, the 16?
Looks like it.
21.
Yeah, at the 21, because they can get a first down just inside the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and 20 now at the 21.
Yeah, that time Pulaski took both of their safeties and took them out of the middle of the field. Now they're manning up playing man coverage, which is what you're seeing right here too.
And Jordan Porter still on the sideline. The motion, Luke ran over to the right side. Travis takes the snap, looks to throw, gets some pressure, rolls to his right, fires this one, caught by Luke Grant, and he goes down, gets back just a little bit shy of the original line of scrimmage, gain of about 8 on the play, but it gets back a good bit of the penalty yards. And now there's a minute left to go here in the first half. Blacksburg with 1 timeout remaining.
You've got to get a little more sense of urgency here on offense. The clock's running with 50 seconds to go in the half. And you've got to get this play called and get a play off.
They've got 4 wide receivers: Miles Hyder, Luke Grant, Cameron Hamden, and Clay Davis. Jordan Porter still on the sideline. 35 seconds now. Travis takes the snap, fires over the middle to Luke Grant. Looked like there was some contact from the defensive back, but no flag is thrown. So 31 seconds remain on the clock. Blacksburg has it 3rd and 11 from the 12-yard line.
Yeah, big play right here. Your offense desperately needs to score a touchdown for your football team and get you some momentum going into the half right here.
Jordan's out, back in.
Yeah, Porter's come back on the field now for Blacksburg as well.
He is on the left side beside Miles Hyder. Luke Grant, Cameron Hamden, the other wide receivers come out in the shotgun. Travis takes the snap. Some pressure, rolls to his right, gets hit from behind, fires, and this ball it's going to be intercepted. That was Brandon Brock on the pick. He goes out of bounds, but Pulaski will take over with 22 seconds left here in the first half, and Blacksburg has a long drive that ends up in 0 points.
Well, and right there, you got a player that's playing hard and he's trying to make something happen, and sometimes he's got to understand when he's wrapped up and can't get a good throw not to make something happen and just take the sack and get down, and he's just trying to make a play. He's playing as hard as he can, so give Pulaski's defense credit for the stop too.
That's his 3rd interception so far tonight. Pulaski comes out. They'll hand it off up the middle. Now bounce it to the left side, has the first down and pushed out of bounds. That was Zach Akers on the carry. So that'll stop the clock with 13 seconds left. Wouldn't be surprised if they just took a knee here. Although kind of surprised they didn't take a knee on that first play, as you're up 28-0 with 22 seconds left, and you've got 82 yards to go for a touchdown. Perry getting the call from the sideline, though. 1st and 10 now at the 20-yard line.
We've got a Pulaski player with a helmet issue. They hadn't even started the play clock.
Now Perry takes it, fires over to the right side. It is caught by Akers, and he is pushed out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. 6 seconds on the clock. Looks like he's going to have the first down. Looks like, I would imagine they've only got time for one more play, although they do have, it looks like they're going to call a timeout here.
Just got another update out of Christiansburg. They've scored again. It's 21-0. Christiansburg over Cave Spring right now. Also 21-3 Salem over Hidden Valley.
I did not see that being a 21-0 game.
I thought they would. I really did. I thought Christiansburg would win by at least 2 touchdowns, and I thought Cave Spring could match them with athletic ability and speed a little bit, but so far up to this point, looks like Christiansburg's doing what they need to do.
Yeah, 21-0. That's with just we saw Cave Spring last week. That's a good football team.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad.
So with 6 seconds left here in the half, it's Pulaski ball at the 30-yard line. They just took their first timeout. They've got 2 left. So if they get a quick play off, they could call another timeout. Now they'll try a flea flicker. Rolling to the right, getting pressure is Perry, and he's pushed out of bounds. They'll mark him out at the 36, and that'll do it here for the first half. I don't think they let that flea flicker truly develop. Really interesting decision, though, to try and drive down the field with only 22 seconds left. But they're going to take a 28-0 lead into the half.
Help keep our streets safe. Yield to pedestrians who step into a crosswalk. Every time, everywhere. Communication is the key, and a wave is a great way to communicate for both drivers and pedestrians. Situations are always changing, straight ahead and at every turn, all day long and into the night. So stay alert, stay safe, and remember to yield. It's worth the wait. A message from the Virginia Department of Rail and Public Transportation.
So we'll see what happens here in the second half, because Blacksburg will be kicking off to start the second half.
And I'm sure that the Pulaski coaches are going to say it's the best half of football they've had all year long. And seems like that's typical. The best halves of that teams have had all year long have come against us. So we just need to find out a way to get that stopped and get the momentum back and try to sneak one in here and make it to the playoffs.
So Kevin Wilson set to kick off for the first time tonight. Back deep is Chase Cook for Pulaski, kicking from right to left on your radio dial. Cook catches it at the 12-yard line, gets past the 20 to the 25, gets a black, past the 30 to the 45, breaks another tackle up to the 50, breaks another tackle, finally brought down by Devin Brodkin at the Blacksburg 38-yard line. He broke, 6 tackles on that play?
At least tackling, just it kills you, and right there he picks up probably at least 25 more yards down the field just where nobody would bring him down to the ground, and it's missed tackling in the open field.
Hey, look, there was a big pile, big scrum at about the 32-yard line. It looked like he probably should have gone down about there. He got it all the way to the 39 of Blacksburg. So that's where Pulaski now sets up. Take the snap. Perry keeps it himself over to the left side, breaks it, gets past the line of scrimmage. He's going to be tackled from behind, gain of about 3. That was Griffin Height on the tackle.
And see, that's what we were talking about at halftime, where the interior defensive line is just jamming everything up inside, bunching it up inside, and all they're doing is bouncing it, and there's nobody out there for the Blacksburg defense, and we just got to be aware of that here in this second half.
So gain of 2, second and 8 now for the Cougars. Bad snap. It's low. It's on the ground. Looked like Pulaski had. It looked like it was Randall Cobbs who got on it, and so they will say it'll be Pulaski ball. Goes down to the original line of scrimmage, or just a shade behind it, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. But a good bounce there for the Bruins. Wish they could have jumped on it, but it'll be 3rd and 10. Tough situation offensively, and hopefully the Bruins can get out of here and force a punt.
Big 3rd down now for the Bruins defense.
Perry takes it, fakes a handoff, rolls right, throws, has a man. It's caught at the 45. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 33. He's going to be well shy of the first down marker wherever they mark him down. Let's see, they're going to mark him out at the 34, and then he has to get to about the 29 and a half.
Yeah, it's just going to bring up a 4th and 5, and down here this is 4-down territory for Coach Jones. When you're up 28 points, why kick it? Everything that you've done's been right tonight anyway. So big stop now, big play for your defense now if you're Blacksburg.
Chad Perry comes out, no running backs. Tries to get Blacksburg to jump. There's some movement, but no flag. So the clock keeps going. They'll motion Cobbs to the left side. They'll pitch it to him, and Blacksburg has a chance at him in the backfield with a missed tackle, but he is brought down. That's Jordan Porter, who's going to bring him down for a huge loss, gave him a loss of about 6 yards. And so Blacksburg comes out, and they force a turnover on downs, and they'll have actually pretty good field position now after that good open field tackle by Jordan Porter, but another missed tackle. I believe that was Devin Brodkin.
Yeah, but there's your first adjustment that you've seen. That's what I'm saying. It's all X's and O's at halftime in the locker room for Blacksburg. Right there you saw the Cobbs go in motion, the same play they heard us with the whole first half, and Coach Schuler's adjusted by bringing Devin Brodkin flying across right now, trying to keep that thing from stringing and cutting it back inside.
So Blacksburg takes over at their own 40. Travis fakes a handoff, drops back. Now he's got pressure. He breaks out of one tackle, breaks out another, tries to throw the ball, and is finally taken down. Danced around and finally loses about 8 yards on the play.
I'm really surprised he didn't fumble. At the way he was carrying that football out there, just really surprised that nobody knocked it out of his hand.
You could see he was trying to throw it to force just an incomplete pass. Yeah. And that hurt him late there at the end of the first half, where he was trying to make a play when he was wrapped up and couldn't get any zing on his ball, and it got picked off. So it's a loss of 7, 2nd and 17 now for the Bruins. Takes that in the shotgun, pressured again, rolls left, gets past one tackler, Now he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Another humongous sack this time. Brought down all the way back at the 22-yard line. Loss of 11. And so that good field position Blacksburg started out with is just completely erased. In 2 plays, they lose 18 yards in sacks.
Yeah, the offense has just come unglued. Terrence is just trying to do too much, and he's got to understand he's got 3 people rushing him and 3 people spying him. So they're not going to let him go left and right. They're not going to let him spin out of the pocket. But about the easiest thing that he can do is just go right straight up the middle of the football field, because it's about the only place he's going to have a run lane.
So it's now 3rd and 27. They need to get all the way to midfield. Takes the snap, drops back to throw, fires, looking for Jordan Porter. It's caught at the 44. He pushes up to the 45. He's going to be 5 yards shy of the first down marker. And with it being 4th and 5, wouldn't be too surprised to see him go for it here.
Yeah, when the ball's on your side of the field, coach is going to punt it and get it down there and play field possession. Even though you're going to have 4 possessions to score here, you got to make every possession count after this.
Now, Brandon Austin is not in to punt. It's Griffin Height is the punter. First time we've seen him punt all year.
Yeah, that's interesting. It could be a fake.
He takes it. He does punt it. Shanks it over to the right side, hits at the 30, bounces straight up. And then Porter is going to down it at about the 29-yard line. So a decent punt there of about 34 yards. No return, so Pulaski will take over with 7:33 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Terrence is just, he's got to understand that he's not going to be able to spin out and go left and right because they're just boxing him in. The defensive ends are not going to chase after him. They're going to sit there and let him come to them. And, they're well-schooled over there. They've got a good game plan in stopping him, and they've done a good job at it so far.
So they come out now 1st and 10 at their own 29 are the Cougars. They'll run a sweep over to the right side. That's Cobbs. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. Loss of 3. That'll bring up 2nd and 13. So the defense has made a few changes, and they're looking improved here in the second half.
Yeah, Coach Sheeler's made several adjustments. We've already seen a couple in the first 2 drives of Pulaski County, and so far it's holding up good in the adjustments that he's made at halftime.
After the loss of 3, 2nd and 13 from the 26 as they get the call from the sideline. Perry takes the snap. Drops back to throw, fires over to the left side. This ball is going to be knocked out by Jordan Porter. Both he and Luke Grant had a beat on it. And it looked like kind of 2 outfielders. Nobody really called that. They definitely should have had an interception on it. It's knocked down incomplete, so it'll bring up 3rd and 13.
Right there was a good opportunity for you to get that momentum you was looking for. Jordan Porter had a bead on the ball right there. If he'd have just hung on, he could have run it all the way back for a touchdown. Nobody between him and the goal line, but unfortunately both Blacksburg defenders were going for it and kind of knocked the ball out of each other's hand.
So it's now 3rd and 13, another 3rd and long to start the second half here for Pulaski. Perry takes the snap, pump fakes to the left side, gets some pressure. Now he's going to run over to the right side. He's got a blocker. He's out past the 40 to the 45. He's got the first down, and he finally goes out of bounds. Let's see where they mark him out at. Looks like they're going to say he went out of bounds at the Blacksburg 44, but on 3rd and 13, he gets pressured, scrambles for 25 yards on that play?
Yeah, we've seen it twice in the game now. Joel Hunter, again, was too far down inside. He's got contained. He can't let the quarterback get outside. He's playing defensive end over here on the near side of the field. He was too far down inside, and the quarterback gets outside and gets down the field for a big gain and a big first down for Pulaski's offense.
So now 1st and 10 from the Blacksburg 44, and that's where Pulaski spent much of their day, on the Blacksburg side of the field. Put a man in motion over to the right side. Perry's going to hand it off over to the left side to Cobbs. Gets past the line of scrimmage, out past the 40. Now he's into the secondary, inside the 30 to the 20. Cuts back inside, and he's finally brought down at the 13. Not that same pitch play, but it's just as effective as he goes for right around 30 yards on that one. 1st and 10 now from the 13.
And here we're seeing Pulaski's offense again, just going right down the field at will, running the football and doing basically anything they want to do. And if you're Blacksburg's defense, somehow you got to come up with a big stop, some type of turnover here to prevent them from getting in the end zone.
6.5 minutes left to go here in the 3rd. 1st and 10 from the 13. Keeps it himself up the middle, and now he's just going to walk into the end zone completely untouched. Goes Chad Perry for 13 yards. I don't know how that was possible that he could go. I mean, there wasn't anybody within 5 yards of him as he just takes it right off tackle.
Right up the pipe.
We were talking about how Blacksburg's defense had looked improve up until that 3rd and 13.
Just another well-designed play, and then I guess we put the jinx on him. Pulaski's offense just goes right down the field and punches it in again.
Another low snap, and this one never gets above anybody's helmet as he misses the extra point. Zach Akers, so the lead is 34-0. It was a 5-play drive that took up 71 yards in a minute and 24 seconds.
Wow. 71 yards, a minute 24. If you're down by 34 points, so that's how you get back into the game.
Yeah.
We need a couple of those minute and 25-second drives here.
Well, let's see. Their longest touchdown drive was 2 minutes 37 seconds, and that one was 55 yards.
Wow.
It's just been, and I came into the game. I was telling you, I was surprised that when I was looking at the stats that Pulaski didn't have anybody listed as a league leading rusher. I mean, not even like the top 30. And with the way things have gone right now, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Randall Cobb's name on that list next week, as they just haven't been able to stop him. Well, that was Perry who ended up getting that touchdown run. So now it looks like Pulaski's teeing it up in the middle of the field, so I don't think they're going to try the onside kick because they're up by 34. Jordan Porter deep to return here. Akers kicks this one off high but kind of short. Griffin Height catches it at the 14, gets past the 20 to the 25. And he is finally brought down at about, the 28-yard line?
Yeah.
I mentioned how we'd had some football weather here at the beginning of the broadcast. It's gone down about 10 degrees. We may be in a closed press box. My toes are starting to get pretty cold.
I feel pretty good with my sweatshirt on.
So it'll be Blacksburg ball at their own 29-yard line with 5:58 left here in the third quarter, trailing by 34. Wish we could get you some Abingdon updates, but we don't have anybody out at that game, and the Roanoke Times has not sent us anything. So in the shotgun, 4 wides. They'll hand it off the middle again to Smith. Gets past the line of scrimmage into the secondary. Gets to the 37-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. Good tough run there by Smith. Also a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 now. Coach Jones doesn't look too happy after that play.
No, he's a feisty type coach. I've been watching him throughout the game. He's done a really good job calling the plays just off the top of his head without a play card, and he's been waiting to see how Blacksburg's lined up defensively and knows what he wants to do to hurt them. So
2nd and 2. Quick pass over the right side, caught by Jordan Porter. He's got a first down. Now he gets up to about the 45-yard line before he's finally brought down. Good play there for the Bruins, and that moves the chains. Gain of 8. Just up 34-0, giving up just an 8-yard run. He's just still going crazy over there.
Yeah. Well, he was real successful down at Essex where he come from, and a lot of people say a lot of good things about him, and they really like what he's doing so far over at Pulaski County.
So 1st and 10 from their own 45. Travis takes a snap in the shotgun, looks to throw, fires deep downfield. Must be some miscommunication as Jordan Porter ran an out route, and then Travis threw a deep route. Sails incomplete out of bounds.
He may have just been airmailing that one too. He even threw that pass about 10 yards out of bounds over to a Pulaski County coach standing on the sidelines. So somebody
might
on
have been that that internal clock saying, "All right, I just need to get rid of this one."
Yeah. Learn from the first half.
So 2nd and 10 now from the 45. 4:51 left here in the third. They'll hand it off up the middle to Smith again. Gets past the 50 up to the 45. Now he gets down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15 there. A couple good runs here early in not midway through the third here for Genda Smith.
Good hard run. Good to see him in there running hard. And he's only a sophomore, so we'll be seeing him around for the next couple of years here at Blacksburg. And gaining a lot of valuable experience this year running the football on Friday night.
Blacksburg again in Pulaski territory once again. 1st and 10 from the 40. In the shotgun, taking the snap, looks left, fires. This ball is going to be just a little bit low. He's looking for Jordan Porter, had him open, but they can't connect. Ball falls incomplete and brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just throw and catch. We got receivers open. Pulaski's, playing way off now to receivers, so a lot of the short and mid-range stuff is wide open. They're just not going to give up anything deep up 34 points.
So they'll come out, keep it in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers for the Bruins. Takes the snap, hands off over to the right side to Smith. This time he's met at the line of scrimmage, falls forward, gets about 1 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Yeah, just no push in there, no place really for Ginda to run that time. He just put his head down and tried to pick up, as much as he could. So.
A couple new guys come out on the field. Miles Hyder in at wide receiver. So he brings in the play. They'll come out, keep it in the shotgun. Travis takes the snap. Now he rolls to the left, gets a lot of pressure, escapes that pressure, fires downfield looking for Miles Hyder, and this one sails over his head. Incomplete. We've got a flag in the backfield.
Yeah, it's illegal blocking the back. One of Blacksburg's offensive linemen hit the Pulaski player right in the back.
Yep. They'll call it a hold. We'll see if the Cougars elect to accept this or just force a 4th and 9. Looks like they're going to take the penalty. And because it happens so far in the backfield, this is going to end up being a 17-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. So, yeah, that'll force 3rd and 27.
Yeah, because if you don't take the penalty on 4th and 9 inside the Pulaski territory, coach probably goes for it anyway. So make it 3rd and 27.
Well, even if they get 15 yards, it's still 4th and 12.
Right.
So Travis takes a snap, gets some pressure, and tries to get it over to Smith. Ball falls incomplete as he's being dragged down from behind. That was Phoenix Ramsey on the pressure, and now Travis a little slow to get up. They'll bring up 4th and 27, and Griffin Heidt will come in to punt again. Interesting that Brandon Austin is not punting.
Or Terrence Travis. We've seen him punt this year, too.
It's lining up at their own 40 now. Height gets the punt off. The good hard kick over the head of both returners. Rolls inside the 10, and it'll be down at about the 8-yard line there by Jordan Porter. So a couple good punts here by Griffin Height. But I see Brandon Austin going on the field to play defense, but that's interesting that he hasn't punted the last 2 times.
They said that they've been looking at his knee or an ankle, maybe as an injury, so it's probably why Griffin's been punting.
Yeah, because when they put him out the first time, we thought maybe it was fake, but you're not going to fake it on 4th and 27. So that's at the Pulaski 7 now. 3:22 left here in the 3rd. Chad Perry puts a man in motion over to the left side. Takes it, hands off up the middle. Gets out past the 10-yard line to the 13. Was McClanahan, I believe.
And again, now if you're Pulaski, you run the spread, but you got to look for the run. They're going to give a heavy dose to run now to Blacksburg with 3 minutes to go in the 3rd and a whole nother quarter still to play.
So gain of 6, 2nd and 4 now. Yeah, not much of no sense of urgency getting the play calls in. So they're under 10 seconds left on the play clock. Perry takes it, hands it off over to the left side. It's the first down. I believe that is McClanahan again, finally brought down at the 24. Flag on the play at the spot of the tackle.
Probably a face mask.
Let's look. That looks like what the ref is indicating. 5-yard face mask, so they'll get the first down and 5 more yards. because that's what they need. They don't. The offense isn't working well enough right now. They need help from Blacksburg.
5-yard penalty at the end of the play. Move on to the 29.
That's a pretty good one. You lost your razor too, didn't you?
So 2.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Keeps it himself up the middle, breaks one tackle, gets to the 40-yard line is Perry. I would imagine if they keep the ball through the third quarter, Chad Perry probably would come out at quarterback. Although maybe he's a senior. So just trying to think of getting reps for this, for a team that's still getting used to this new spread attack. But first down, once again, 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line now. 2 minutes left here in the third. And they're just letting the play clock wind down within 10 seconds until they actually get the play in.
I'm amazed that they've snapped it before 20 seconds on the play clock.
Perry takes it, hands it up inside. Gets about 3 yards as McClanahan one more time. So it looks like Randall Cobbs' day might be over.
43-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down, 7 yards to go.
So gain of 3, gets it up to the 42-yard line.
And Coach Jones signaling the play. He doesn't signal the play until he sees how Blacksburg lines up defensively, and then he gets it in.
Dropping back to pass now is Perry, firing deep. Ball is up, and it's going to be knocked incomplete. Looked like it was Cameron Hamden on the defense. He's filling in as Terrence Travis is getting some treatment over on the sideline. Good job defensively there for Cameron Hamden. Now it'll be 3rd and 7. Clock stops with a minute to go. Now, at what point does the running clock start? Is it 35?
I think it is in high school football, continuous clock.
Mm-hmm. So had they made that last extra point, we would have a running clock, but because it's 34-0. Yeah, now Travis getting some stretching, so it looks like it's some cramping. So 3rd and 7, handed off up the middle. That's McClanahan once again. He's got the first down out past midfield, finally brought down to the Blacksburg 47. That'll move the chains and keep the ball in possession of the Cougars.
1st and 10 Cougars.
They took over with 3:22 left here in the third. It looks like unless they turn it over, they're going to have possession of it heading into the fourth quarter and just really controlling the tempo of the game and just controlling every aspect of the game.
I'm just amazed at how well they've run the football tonight.
30 seconds, they finally get the snap off. Perry keeps it himself up the middle, and he is...
Perry on the keeper.
They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it, so no gain on the play. 2nd and 10, and that'll probably do it here in the third quarter, as there's 10 seconds left on the game clock, but the play clock hasn't even begun yet.
And they're just going to let it wind down.
Yep, and that'll do it. So heading into the fourth quarter now, Pulaski leads 34-0. One positive, they held them to only one touchdown. It's tough tonight. I mean, things that they... I don't think I've ever seen a game where a team recovered 2 onside kicks, let alone 2 onside kicks, late in the fourth quarter and some furious comeback.
Back to back in the first quarter.
So here are the third quarter statistics. Pulaski 49 plays for 372 yards. Blacksburg 37 plays, 139 yards. 18 carries for the Bruins, 31 yards. 40 carries for Pulaski, 271 yards.
Wow.
Randall Cobbs has 110 on the ground. Perry has 94. McClanahan now has 42. Blacksburg has been... Here's some positive. Blacksburg's been credited with 2 sacks. They've given up 3. They'd given up only 13 for the whole season coming in tonight. But things have just gone, it's been all Pulaski all the time here, as they're now 12 minutes away from getting their second River Ridge win and doing some serious damage to Blacksburg's playoff hopes.
Handily, too. That's what has surprised me more than anything.
Perry remains in at quarterback, takes the snap. A quarterback draw over the right side. He's hit right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 10.
3rd down, 10 yards to go for Pulaski County.
But I really thought, I didn't know who was going to win this week. I couldn't pick a winner, but with everything I'd seen, it looked like these two teams were going to be so evenly matched, and to see it at what it is at 34-0 is completely shocking. Mm-hmm. Stephen Wilburn, the backup quarterback, is getting loose over on the Blacksburg sideline. 3rd and 10 here for Pulaski. Perry rolls left, gets some pressure, fires left side. It's caught at the 46-yard line there by Rick Cobbs. So that'll bring up 4th down. We have, let's Pulaski now 4 of 9 on 3rd downs. 4th and 8 here from the Blacksburg 46. And with, Chase Cook, with how well he's punted so far, surprising that he's needed to punt, but he's kicked some real boomers, pinned Blacksburg last time at their own 3. Gets this one up, almost blocked. He's run into. There is a flag. Over to the right side, bounces inside the 10-yard line. It'll be down at about the 8. Now we'll see if this is a personal foul or if this is just a 5-yarder. It's a personal foul.
Yep.
So it's roughing the kicker. And an automatic 1st down for Pulaski. They maintain possession of the ball. When it rains, it pours.
Well, when it's bad, it's bad. And when your football team doesn't play well, you get frustrated, you lose momentum, and you've got key players that has to play well for you to win, and then when they don't play well, it's just, you're going to have games like this from time to time.
Blacksburg sent some pressure trying to get that blocked punt. They had 3 guys all back there. Couldn't identify which one ran into the punter, but it doesn't matter. So it's now 1st and 10 at the Blacksburg 31-yard line. Now we've got a Blacksburg timeout called. Terrence Travis is out on the field on defense,
Phillips.
But he's not moving too quickly. Now Deron Phillips, he throws back, puts the hat back on head to get out there.
He wasn't on the field, so had to burn a timeout. Make sure you get enough players on the field. Little loss of focus there.
Well, especially with the penalty, because you're just if you're assuming, hey, they're going to punt, we'll get the ball back, and I don't have to head back out on the field. But then they call the penalty, and so it's still Pulaski ball.
Yeah, you think it's a change of possession there, and it winds up not being. And
so 10:21 left here in the game. Pulaski up 34-0. Perry still in at quarterback. McClanahan has replaced Randall Cobbs at running back. Put a man in motion. Now we've got a flag. Illegal shift, or that's just a false start?
Just a false start.
I didn't see who it was on.
I didn't either. Somebody probably jumped or something. They blow it dead.
So a 5-yard penalty that'll put up 1st and 15 now for the Cougars. Motion man again, handed off up the middle to McClanahan, hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward, gets about 2 on the play. And that was the 10th play so far of this Pulaski drive that started with 3:22 left in the first quarter, now taking up about 5.5 minutes of the clock. And so we talked about, what does Blacksburg have to do in the second half to just make it competitive? And while they've only given up the 1 touchdown, they still haven't. It just doesn't seem anything's really gotten much better.
No, and we've seen Pulaski really gauge
Now
back
another
their
flag.
offense.
Looks like it might be a delay game. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
waited too long that time.
Delay of game against the Cougars.
so another 5-yard penalty against the Cougars. It'll make it 2nd and 18.
5-yard penalty. Cougars going back to the 39-yard line.
And like I said, they've changed up their offense a lot here in the second half, not running near as much play action and doing the things that they were doing in the first half.
So now 2nd and 18. Perry takes it, throws, looking for a man, and it is intercepted by Jordan Porter at the 24-yard line. He's tackled at the 26, so no return. But something positive.
Yeah.
Jordan Porter's 6th interception of the season, depending on, I don't have it in front of me, but the leader in the time zone has 6, so that would tie him with the lead.
I understand that Cave Spring has now scored over at Christiansburg. It's now 21-6 in that football game.
So Blacksburg takes over with 9.5 minutes left to go in the game. And Terrence Travis does go in at quarterback. Takes a snap in the shotgun, rolls to the left, gets pressured once again. That's just been the story of his day. He just chucks
He
this
just
one
chucks
up.
it up in the air. That should
Now,
be a penalty.
he gets lucky that it's not intercepted. So I think they're
Gonna
going to
mark him
going to
down.
rule him down.
Yeah.
So they're going to rule him down inside the 10. That'll be a loss of almost 20 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
It'll be a loss of 18 on the play as he tried to avoid taking the sack
Wow.
and just hucked that one up for grabs. Fell incomplete.
Loss of 18 on the play.
But that's just how it's been for Blacksburg on offense all day, though. He's had guys in his face the whole time.
Well, I said it earlier. It's just got to make a move and go with it. He's not going to be able to go left and right and try to get around them. They're not going to allow it to happen.
Handoff up the middle to Ginda Smith. He's met at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get about 3 yards here. So it'll be, 2nd and 25. Talk about a game of first. I've never been in a game where there have been so many 2nd, 3rd, 20 pluses.
Well, I mean, he goes backwards, and he tries to get outside, and they're not going to allow that to happen. And then he tries to reverse, and it keeps getting deeper and deeper. And just going to have to make one move and go and get up the field and do the best you can.
Because he's had plays where it's worked, it's hard to break that habit.
Mm-hmm.
So looks like a busted play. He runs up the middle, spins out a one tackler. Now the ball
Fumbles.
is on the loose. Or ball's loose. Looks like they're going to mark 4th down, so Blacksburg falls on it. And so Griffin Height comes back out to punt one more time. To Blacksburg ends up losing 18 yards on this possession.
4th down for the Bruins. Griffin Heights.
Was it 4th and 28?
Looks like. So yeah, it goes back to where that sack ended up on that first down play. So 4th and 28, Griffin Heights standing in his own end zone. Kicks it over to the right side, bounces at the 33, now rolls to about the 41-yard line where it'll be downed.
Down at the 41-yard line.
A good field position for Pulaski's offense.
Wonder if Chad Perry comes back again at quarterback.
Doesn't look like it. Looks like they've got a whole bunch of new people coming in over there now for Pulaski. And give Coach Jones credit, they've changed up completely what they were doing from the first half to the second half with the big lead. He's gone a whole lot more to the running game. We haven't seen as much of the tall sweep that worked really well for him in the first half, mostly between the tackles. And so
A bunch of really, really white jerseys heading out there. Although Randall
Mr.
Cobbs,
Cobb
Randall
back in
Cobbs
the
is
game.
out there. The new quarterback is Tyler Dotson. He'll take it, hand it off the middle to Cobbs. He's headed at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Randall Cobb's the ball carrier.
They'll say his forward progress got him back to the line of scrimmage.
we haven't seen Cobbs the whole second half, basically. At tailback coach.
Yeah, it looked like it was
about the first drive. haven't we?
McClanahan pretty much the whole 3rd and 4th quarter so far. And Cobbs heads over to the sideline now.
got a lot of new people in there for Pulaski.
Still taking their time getting the play in. Under 5 seconds now for Dotson. Hands off the middle to McClanahan. Once again stuffed at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
McClanahan, the ball carrier. No gain on the play.
And so just got an official stat here. Terrence Travis has negative 35 rushing, so 35 rushing yards tonight with all the sacks that he's taken.
It's amazing.
His longest rush is only 4 yards.
Amazing.
So 3rd and 10 now. 6.5 minutes remain. Dotson will keep it himself. He's going to get knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, loses a yard, so it'll bring up 4th and 11.
Also 2 on the play, back to the 43-yard line. 4th down and 12.
And then Pulaski's punter comes back. We haven't seen much out of him tonight, but what we have seen, he's pretty good.
So actually a loss of 2, so 4th and 12 at the 42. Jordan Porter deep to return, standing at his own 10-yard line as Chase Cook's going to let this one wind down as low as he can. Gets the snap off right at 1 second. Gets it all nearly blocked by Deron Phillips. High kick. Jordan Porter calls for the fair catch at the 10-yard line. So that's where Blacksburg will send their offense. And it looks like Terrence Travis will stay in at quarterback.
He kicked that one so high it went out of the lights. Did you guys see that? I wish we had a hang time for that thing. That thing was up there. He punted the ball, and it's funny with this new lighting system here at the new Bill Brown Stadium. If it gets over a certain point, all the lights are designed to direct all the lighting down on the field, and that ball actually went out of it and out of the lights and came back in.
And nearly got blocked too, and still pinned him at their own 10. So it actually new quarterback Steven Wilburn comes in, takes the snap, hands off up the middle. Believe that's Griffin Height. Hands it off to the fullback. No gain on the play. That was Kevin Wilson.
Yeah, Griffin's down here on the sidelines.
Kevin Wilson, the ball carrier.
I've just learned so far this season that Griffin Height's always a good guess.
It's either him or Kevin if it's a fullback.
Yeah, if it's a tackle, if I can't get it right, Griffin Height he's got like 80.5 tackles so far in the season.
Yeah.
But Kevin Wilson now coming out. Genda Smith, the lone running back. They'll put it to the shotgun now. Under 5 minutes left to go here in the 4th.
We got players shuffling around everywhere, and this is got too much time to delay a game.
And so Blacksburg's going to get called for a delay game. Yeah, that's that's one of the problems. Though we talked about how much they switch from an I formation to shotgun from play to play. And when you're having to cycle in 4 wide receivers and bring the fullback out, it just takes time, and then you've got to get everybody in position.
Plus, you got to run all the way down to the field when you're backed up all the way on your goal line.
So that's now 2nd and 15 from their own 5. Wilburn takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to Genda Smith, and he goes down big pile at about the 8-yard line, so he gets about 3 or 4 on that one.
Yeah, a lot of clean white pants in the game now, and Pulaski County shuffling out about 6 or 7 of their defensive players with a lot of new players in there to play.
Coming up on 4 minutes left. Well, it looks like we've got a fresh batch of wide receivers coming in. Clay Davis, Marson Forbes, Corey King, one of them.
King. Whole bunch of new players out there getting a chance to play a little bit here.
So it's 3rd and 12 from the 8. Wilburn takes a snap, rolls right, throws deep, looking for his man. He's looking for Forbes. This is going to fall incomplete over the head of everybody. Going to bring up another 4th down.
And another punt for Griffin Height.
They haven't been the prettiest, but they've been pretty effective. They've been low liners that have rolled and have not been returned.
Griffin that last time kind of did a little soccer-style punt there and could almost just take off running with it and turn the corner. We'll see if he does the same right here. He soccer styles it again, and the field's open. Just take off. What do you got to lose?
4th and 12, and now it looks like Blacksburg's going to call a timeout. A lot of confusion here on who all's on the punt team.
Well, you substitute players in, and everybody's out of kilter, and you got to keep the same punt team on there, and you're short a player, and one of those nights.
So after the timeout, they'll come out to punt. Got an NBA update. Anybody interested in the Miami Heat game? They are leading the Orlando Magic 51-45 at halftime. Thank you to Mason back at the studio for that one.
Tell Mason to call Abington and get us a score down there. He can probably hear us, can he?
Yes. So Blacksburg coming out to punt. Griffin Height taking his time, finally gets one. This one's a lot higher than the other ones.
Back this
Hits
way,
and it bounces back, so it'll be down at about the 35-yard line. That just had a lot of backspin on it. It looked like a pitching wedge onto the green, popped down, and then just rolled back a yard or two. So Pulaski will take over at the Blacksburg 35. With 3:25 left here in the game. We'll have to. I will tally up how many 3-and-outs they've had at some point in time offensively. The Bruins have not been able to do anything all game. So Pulaski comes out, handed off the middle to McClanahan. He's met at the line of scrimmage once again. Blacksburg still got most of their defensive starters into the game.
A couple of new faces coming in, getting a little playing time. Ben Rudd's coming into the game. This is defensive lineman.
Blacksburg has
Phillips coming out.
6 3-and-outs and then one possession where they had an interception on their first play. I mean, it's not going to help the defense out. Dotson takes an option over to the right side to McClanahan. He's out to the 30-yard line, gain of 5 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. I mean, it's been a team effort. It's tough when the offense is only out there for 3 plays. The defense doesn't have any time to get rest, and then they're tired. Well, and then when the offense doesn't have 2 possessions in a row because of the onside kicks.
It's tough. It's very tough.
So 3rd and 5 now from the 30. A lot of shifting going on the offensive line. They'll put a man in motion over to the left side. Dotson takes it, throws over to the left side, has a man, but it is out of the reach. Falls incomplete. He was looking for Brent Chrisley. That's a surprising call that they'd throw a pass there.
Well, 3rd and short, 3rd and long. You got new kids in the game and giving them a chance to play. Try to pick up the first down. And you're right. You want to keep the clock running with 2:05 to go. But you got all new players in there. Give them a chance to play and do the things that they're good at doing. So.
That's Tyler Dotson is a sophomore quarterback. Don't know if he will be the starter next year, but getting some experience. He's going to take another option to the right side to McClanahan. He breaks inside. Looks like he's brought down right around the first down marker. But that's Marcus Oyardo on the tackle. That's something we didn't see, though, with Perry, was that quick option.
Mm-hmm. Well, that play right there, it looks like that tall sweep again, just with the difference in the timing and different quarterbacks. He made it look like an option, but I think it's still that tall sweep.
I don't think it was much of an option for a quarterback keeper on that one.
28-18, Christiansburg started fourth.
Christiansburg leading Cave Spring now 28-18.
Bassett's beating Patrick County 43-0, so that keeps them up there in the playoff bid.
Handoff over to the left side, gain of 3. This time the ball carrier is Phoenix Ramsey.
North side 31, Lord Botetourt nothing, Stanton River 26, William Byrd 8.
So we're coming up on 60 seconds left.
No score on the Carroll County Richlands game. Gretna 38, Appomattox nothing.
10 seconds left on the play clock as Jones, and now it looks like Pulaski going to call a timeout here. with 56 seconds remaining.
Just want the clock to get on down now and start thinking about Christiansburg next week, playing the #1 ranked team in the Commonwealth of Virginia in the Associated Press poll.
Well, you know, if you're the Bruins, yeah, it's a bad loss, but it's only one game. You know, the score says 34-0, but it's not. It's not 2 losses, and so that's something that they need to remember heading into next week. Is that yes, it was rough, but you got to pick yourselves up, and you got to head to Christiansburg next week because they're not going to feel sorry for you.
No, I'll promise you, Coach Cromer ain't going to feel sorry about you losing to Pulaski 34-0. They'll come out ready to play.
So now it looks like they're going to come out just in the victory formation. Dotson takes it and holds, takes a knee with 50 seconds left, so they're going to have to snap it one more time. This will be 3rd down.
We're headed to the Christ household tonight for some Kerry Lucas chili after the game.
It's now dipped down to 40 degrees.
40 outside?
It's 40 outside.
Yeah.
At least we've got the glass.
Yeah.
Perfect night for some chili.
Mama C broke out the chili tonight. She's going to have chili up at her house. And like I said, it's some of that Kerry Lucas chili that we make for our chili fundraiser, so it should be pretty good.
So Dotson takes the final knee and the final score here, 34-0. Pulaski wins it.